Capricorn, thank you for stopping by and listening to your 2015 astrology forecast. January 1st starts with a surge of energy that's going to give a theme or a thumbprint of what you will begin to experience and have during 2015. And of course, you're in your birthday cycle. You have all this energy in Capricorn about moving on. And the larger theme, which has been going on for quite a while, is transformation of who you are, letting go of the old, recreating yourself, making some changes, and at the same time having some experiences in your life where family is changing, maybe family members, maybe where you're living, but that's a larger picture. That is an underlying theme, and you start this new year with putting some effort and energy, or the universe is asking you to. You don't have to do anything. Put some effort and energy into looking at your financial well-being, how much money you owe, how much money you have, and what is important to do in order to develop your innate talents for a more prosperous life. You may be frustrated about a certain amount of, I want to have fun and I want to enjoy life, but there's all these responsibilities. So get it in balance. And of course, it's different on different places. You are meant to be, another theme is looking at your career. This has been going on for over a year, looking at your career and asking yourself whether or not what you're doing is aligned with your whole purpose in life. Do you feel that there's a completion, like how you're spending your life's time, whether it is worth it to you? The other major energy is Saturn went into Sagittarius December 23rd. So there's a shift and it's going to be here for 2.5 years, plenty of time to figure this out, of looking at where you can sabotage your own efforts, because you want to prepare for that for when Saturn goes into your sign 2.5 years from now, that you can take advantage of developing yourself and really advancing and being serious. So you're setting the stage right now for years to come. But specifically for this year, we're going to be looking at several different indicators that will show what can happen or how to work with the energy of the universe so you can co-create the life you want. The first thing is the messenger. Mercury's the messenger. Goes retrograde on the 21st. Goes retrograde in Aquarius, where Mars was at the beginning of the year. And this energy is saying, hey, let me think about the gifts that I was born with and how can I develop them. So that's the first question from the universe. The second one is when Mercury goes retrograde in May 18th in Gemini. And that energy is, am I using my time wisely? Am I organized? How can I organize myself better? The third one is specific around your work, your career. Your life is your career. Your life is your work. So even if you have to work a day job to pay the bills, to do something you really want, I want you to think about what's most important to you. And when Mercury goes direct in September 17th, it's saying, let me rethink. What can I change? What can I do? Do I go out and get another job? Do I ask for a raise? Do I develop a little bit and change over here? So there's this rethinking about your path that shows up in September. The other major influence that will create some changes in your life are the eclipses. The first eclipse, March 20th, is 29 degrees of Pisces. That's a shift. They've been in a different axis, and this is the first one in Pisces in nine years. And this is in an element, a place of communication. Are you communicating your needs sufficiently to other people? Do people understand what you really mean when you say something? Do they get it? So there's communication. It also can be that an issue comes up around some transportation, and you might find it necessary to put some money into a vehicle or something along that line. The second eclipse is the lunar eclipse on April 4th, which is very strong and very powerful because it's connected to the Uranus square energy that is an overarching theme that we have on the planet of revelation, revolution, and change. So it's your own personal revolution. Okay, what do you want to change within yourself in your life? This eclipse is happening from the house that symbolizes getting in touch with the depth of your feelings. It also is home and family, so something can come up around family at this time, or a change around your home. You might be literally making changes at home, or if other transits in your chart support it, you could be even moving in the springtime. But it really is about finding that inner and outer balance. Do you have a balance between being able to go at home and chill and relax and do the things you need to do there, and be out in the world and do what you want to do out in the world, in your work world? Do you have that balance in your life, and what needs to transform or change if you don't? Then the solar eclipse in September 13th, is in Virgo. And this solar eclipse, it's shifting. It's in an earth sign, which is earth to earth is always positive. So this earth energy and the eclipse energy is suggesting that there could be an idea that comes up about something else to know, something else to learn. You might even decide there might be some place that you want to travel to, or a course or workshop you want to travel to. So you combine that energy of learning. It's also saying that there could be a mindset change. I always thought this, I always believed that, and an awareness or a mindset change around old stodgy beliefs that are no longer appropriate in your life and no longer serve you. The other major influence that we have this year is Venus is going to go retrograde on July 25th. And she only goes retrograde once every couple years, so it's a big deal. She steps over, she goes retrograde at 0 degrees of Virgo. So she steps over the line, the border into Virgo, and says, okay, here's where I value practicality and value all the details in life and getting organized and perfecting what I know. And then she goes back into Leo. And how this can manifest for you is that there could be some certification you think that could serve you for your future, something to know. And then she goes back into an area of your chart that says, well, how much is it going to cost me? And can I get somebody else to pay for it? So you might be going back to your boss and saying, hey, do you have a program where you pay for this course or that course? It would be a very wise way to work with this energy. Another way and globally, Venus retrograde is rethinking relationships. But in this case, it also can be rethinking relationships if you are in a live-in relationship, about how much are we each contributing to the household? Is it fair? Is it equal? Are we giving the same amount? Or if you're in a dating relationship, it's like, who's always picking up the bill? Do I feel that what I'm giving is coming back to me in a way that feels okay for me? Then Jupiter goes into Virgo on August 11th. Jupiter in Virgo, again, it's an earth sign, just, Venus went into Virgo, Jupiter's going into Virgo. It's supporting you to learn something more, to travel a little bit more if you've been tied to responsibilities and haven't been able to get out and travel. This is the time where you could find, and it will be there for a year, 11.8 months. It will be there for a year for you to look at opportunities to add on to your body of knowledge, add on to your wisdom, and even go different places and feel a little bit freer to go places. We close out the year with a couple of important, what's called aspects, planetary alignments. One is Jupiter opposite Neptune. Jupiter, again, is in Virgo by this time. This happens September 17th, which just synchronistically happen the same day that Mercury goes retrograde and rethinking your career. And here it is opposite Neptune, which is Jupiter. Neptune is big dreams. Let me dream big. But the Jupiter-Neptune, Jupiter and Virgo, saying, you might have all these great dreams, but there's something you need to perfect. There's something else you need to do. There's something else to bring it down to earth and make it practical, to work at it. Don't be afraid to work at it. If it just stays as a vision, as a possibility, then what can happen is when Saturn squares Neptune November 26th, you can feel depressed, you could feel disappointed, you could feel let down by the universe. It's like, oh, all that think and grow rich stuff is all just a bunch of baloney because I thought. But this is, no, you need action. With Saturn, you need action to be able to manifest the reality. And then we close out the year, December 25th, Uranus goes direct. And so this is, a Christmas holiday. Presents can be, Uranus always wants to do something unusual, the unusual, different, but that holiday or not, Uranus going direct at the end of the year, it's a big surge of energy that even after, which can be a breath of fresh air, after the energy in a few weeks in November, a few weeks in December, the Saturn square Neptune, when will my dreams ever come true? The surge of energy at the end of the month say, hey, let's just get moving. Let's do what needs to be done, not just sit in the middle of the quagmire. Get up and trudge forward step by step, and it will happen. So thank you so much for listening and for being a subscriber and sharing, and I wish you a very happy new year.